Hello everyone, and happy 4th of July to you all. I'm surprised that I didn't plan on recording, um, I guess, an update to my Ancestry DNA result on the 4th of July. But I woke up this morning with a text, with an email saying my result is ready, and I just cannot wait. And also, I didn't want to check it before I make the recording because I wanted to get my natural, immediate reaction. So here we go. I've logged on to the computer and I am going to. Oh, first, let me remind everyone, if you didn't watch my previous, but you probably should watch my previous, which was saying I'm anxiously waiting. I I'm African. I was born in Nigeria, West Africa, and I moved to the United States about almost 26 years ago. My parents and my entire family um, are from Africa. Were born, as far as I know. As my father, I think I was able to track all the way to like maybe six, seven, maybe six generations back. I was able to fill that in. And my mother, I got her parents. Hopefully, I'll be able to get more information on my mother's side of the family. So my entire family, except my younger siblings, who were born here in the United States, but everyone else is from Africa. It's from Nigeria, West Africa. And now I know, I'm a Yoruba. My tribe is Yoruba. And from history, I know that there are Yoruba people in Nigeria, in Benin. I think in Togo, I'm not sure. I think so. I'll check anyway. I'll do a little more research. So I know there is a great chance that I will have bloodline in some other West African country because their whole, like about three or four countries used to be just one country before the Europeans came and kind of divide us. So there's a great chance. So I'm thinking my bloodline is gonna be in a close range in the western part of Africa. So I don't expect any surprise. So here we go. All right. Ethnicity estimate. Okay, I've never seen know how this worked before, so so far it says I am 55% Benin, Togo. And that's a country that's literally right next to my country. It's like a small country between mine and I think between Ghana. Don't quote me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm pretty right about that. So it says I'm 55% Benin, Togo. I'm 35% Nigerian, which is my country. I'm 35% my country. Okay. And 7% Cameroon, Congo, and three more regions. So let's see. I'm going to click on the see full ethnicity estimate. Okay, this is a little sidetrack trying to. Okay, so as I expect, and thank God, I am 100% African. Now that's a great thing. 100% African. Like I said before, 55% Benin, Togo. I'm not surprised because there are people of my tribe that speak the same language, Yoruba, in that same country, which is literally right next to my country. So that is not a surprise. Nigerian, say I'm 35% Nigerian. Okay. Um, I'm 7% Cameroon, Congo, And I want to see what this said. 3% trace regions. I don't know what that. Okay, that's 1% Mali, which is it's still in a it's still on the west side of Africa. So it's between Niger, which is right above Nigeria, and it's right above Benin and Ghana, which are right next to Nigeria. So it's very close. And Africa, southeastern Bantu. Well, it's a less than 1% Mali, less than 1% African southeastern Bantu, and less than 1% Ivory Coast, Ghana. Okay, that sounds pretty good to me. That sounds, Benin, Togo, um, Nigerian, Cameroon, Congo. So Benin is 55%, Nigeria is 35%, Cameroon is 7%, and then the three, which is less than 1% of each, Mali, African, Southeastern Bantu, and Ivory Coast slash Ghana. So, okay. Well, I'm relieved. No offense, but I'm really, really was not expecting anything that is non-African in my blood, because I was able to trace back my father's side of the family. I know this usually focus more on the mother, but this just tells me, because my father's side of the family, I'm able to trace back his father's, I mean, all the way to about seventh and even more. Um, because in my country, and even just Africa, period, the way we tell history, well, the way they used to tell history, and some still do it, is by keep passing the story down by word of mouth. And I went to Nigeria last May, to visit, and I was able to sit down with my father and and his sisters, and actually his brother also, and I was able to ask them a lot of questions. So I was able to get names of relatives that I've passed. And also, my grandfather had three wives. Well, he had more than that, but three of them had children for him. So I have tons and tons of uncles and aunts and cousins. I don't know. I used to, when I was growing up there, I was around some of them, but now there's so many of us, so I don't even know half of them, half of my cousin. And so hopefully this year I'm planning on going back to visit, and for a little, maybe a little more extended visit. And my plan is really to build that family tree, like really more detail. So that is my Ancestry DNA. I am 100% African. Okay. Um, well, I wanted to share that with you guys. I will check and see if there's any more information that I should be looking at, and I will continue to update once I find out more about my family. Like I said, I'm from Nigeria. I was born and raised in Nigeria. As far as I know, my family are from Nigeria. Um, my mother is a different tribe from my father. She's Edo. It used to be called Benin, which is close to that Benin. That name is from there. But since I moved, the country, that state has been split. So she is from the Edo side. Her tribe is Edo, Edo, and my father's tribe is Yoruba. And this thing says that I am 55% Benin, Togo, 35% Nigerian, and 7% Cameroon. So that's good to know. I really wish I can convince my parents to do a DNA, especially my father, That will be so cool. Because I know that this thing, I think it usually is on the mother's side. I'm not sure. Anyway, all right, that's it for now. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so I thought I was done, but I check on the estimate part of the ancestry, and I clicked on Benin, Togo, and it says the range, even though it says 55%, it says the range is between 43 to 68, which is extremely high. That's very, very high. And Nigeria, that one, they estimate between 17 to 53%. I don't know how that estimation goes from 17 to 53. That's more than twice the 17. But that's what it said. The ranges. And Cameroon, Congo, I say between the ranges, it ranges from 0 to 19. And I'm assuming Mali, yeah, that one was less than 1%. So it says there's ranges between 0 to 4%. And southeastern Bantu, the same, between 0 to 4%. And Ivory Coast, Ghana is the same, ranges between 0 to 4%. Let's see. Yeah. I'm just, the only thing I was just very happy about is I wanted to be, I knew I was African, and I was really, really looking forward to being 100% African, and that's what I am. Um, okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm looking. They say compared to, okay, Benin, Togo is the highest that I have, 55%. And it's saying, um, compared to the typical person native to the Benin Togo region, me, I am 55% of that, and the native there are 82%. So even the native there aren't 100% there. I mean, percent. So I'm 82%. And let's look at Nigeria, which is actually the country where I was born and raised. And they said, compared to the typical person native to Nigerian region, which I am a typical Nigerian, they said I'm 35%, and a typical native of Nigeria is 69%. So, all right, we shall see. Okay, I think that's it. That's it.